If you want to register your child in a daycare center in Berlin, you need a so-called daycare voucher. You can get this from the Youth Welfare Office. The voucher is used to determine how long your child can be looked after. The care is free of charge for you. From your child's first birthday, you are entitled to up to 7 hours of care per day. For longer periods of care, appropriate proof is required. When should you submit the application? Submit the application at least 9 months and no later than 2 months before the desired start of care. Where do you submit the application? At the Youth Welfare Office in your district. This also applies if your child is to attend a daycare center in another district. What documents do you need to bring to the Youth Welfare Office? Fill out the online application form. You can find the link in the text under this video on YouTube. You need the consent of the other parent if you share custody of your child. Either go to the Youth Welfare Office together or have the other parent sign a consent form. You will also need a copy of your identity card or passport and proof of your place of residence, such as your identity card or registration certificate. Bring a copy of your child's birth certificate. Is your child under 1 year old, or do you want them to be looked after in daycare for more than 7 hours? Then you will need proof that you cannot look after your child yourself, for example, your employment contract or certificate of study or training. How much does a daycare place cost? Care in Berlin daycare centers is free of charge for you. The costs are covered by the state of Berlin. Daycare centers may charge additional fees for extra services such as organic food, language courses, or additional sports activities. It is best to ask the daycare center of your choice if there are extra charges. There is a monthly charge of €23 for lunch, which you must pay as soon as your child starts attending daycare. If you receive citizens' allowance, social assistance, child allowance bonus, housing benefit or benefits under the Asylum Seekers Benefits Act, you can receive funds for your child from the Education and Participation Package, called BUT in Germany, and the Berlin Pass BUT. Then you do not have to pay any additional fees for daycare. Find out how to receive funds from the Education and Participation Package in another video on our channel. How long can your child stay in daycare? The number of hours of care depends on the weekly working hours of the parents or a single parent. When applying for the daycare voucher, the level of care required, hours per day, and the costs for the parents are determined depending on the employment situation, travel time to work, and income. An important note at the end: after receiving the daycare voucher, look for a suitable daycare center that has a free place for your child, for example in a Fröbel kindergarten, then sign a contract directly with the daycare center or the provider. You can find further information and the application form on the Berlin Service Portal website. If you have any questions, we will be happy to help you. Simply use the comment function under this video. Good luck in your search for a daycare place.